Hello and welcome to another episode of Planetbase, Mars Colony 1. In the last episode, we had a look at our processing plants and created a new one in order to split up our bioplastic processors from our metal processors. The reasoning behind that was to increase the capacity as the demand increased. That seems to be okay so far. We have quite a lot of starch, quite a lot of bioplastic, and our metal is also looking fairly healthy as well. What I want to do now is look at how best we can now expand this colony. What I intend to do is build, or start to look to build, a new... Where are we? Oh, outside. There we go. Start to look to build a new starport, which will allow visitors to arrive to our colony. At first, we need a radio antenna. So we'll begin our radio antenna first. Now what we do have is a train ship that's arrived. Now I think we do have quite a lot of money or things there. So we can start to look at the patents. You see, metal's quite expensive still. Bioplastic, medicinal plants. We could sell a couple of them. I mean, it's going to cost us 300. I think we should leave it for the time being, and we'll come back to it another time. We will keep coming, I believe, with things anyway, so it's not a massive problem. Okay, so our radio antenna is being built. And the other thing I wanted to look at, so we have our... There we go. So we can't... So we do need another one, really, of our anti-meteor lasers. So I'm going to put one somewhere maybe in the middle, or certainly on this side. We do want to expand down here. And what I would ideally want is for some of this land to be used for our starport. So that's working its way there. I will put one down here as well. So let's have another anti-meteor laser. Because we don't really need to use half of that space. I think we could actually get away with putting it there. And we can expand a little bit down here for mines and that. While that's working, and I would like... Eventually, we could do with another lab, maybe. Actually, no, I think we're fine for labs. Vegetables looking fine. How's the storage capacity looking? 25% and nearly full. So that's fine. So I think we need to start moving our way around to that. So let's have a multi-purpose, multi-dome. So we do need a couple more security, I think. But what have we got here? Telescope controller. Guard. So we could do with a couple more guards. So let's have a radio there. Let's request some more guards from our base management. There we go. And then once this is built, we can start to expand out a bit. And the plan will be to kind of have this multi-purpose hall be the separation between the two. And our colonists can land, well, maybe not this far down, but certainly up here. We'll have another canteen over here as well, once that's been built. So let's give that some time. Eventually this will be built. Okay, so we're just waiting for the air to go in. I'm going to leave this empty-ish for the time being, just so I can continue outwards. Now I just want to just double check. What have we got here? A colonist ship. And we have one new guard, Arnav. So Arnav's going to make his way into the security control area. And we will put a new bunk in there. Because I think we're going to get close to that. Oh, and we've got... Oh, Juno's just... I don't know if Juno's near or not. I don't think Juno is. So we have a number of carrier bots as well. That's all looking fairly okay. And... Okay, so I want to really get on and build this new area. So first things first, we are going to need another big biodome. And again, I'm going to put this out here. Now what's that? Oh, that's our anti-meteor laser. We'll connect those two together. And those two together. So while they're working on that, let's have a look at what we can trade. So GM tomato. We could do some more patents. So let's sell a medical supply. Let's get 25 for that. A spare. And let's put some more into that. Okay, let's have another 1, 2. So let's I think we'll leave that as we have. So that's going to be working away with that. We do need some more semiconductors actually as well. So let's have a look what we have. Semiconductor factory is working away. And so is our arms workshop as well. So the arms workshop is actually making firearms for our new guard, our newest guard. And the semiconductor factory is going some new semiconductors because we are going to need some for our robots. And our medics and engineers and everyone else, workers, are coming out to build this new biodome. I don't think it's going to be possible to move it over there, but we can create a link there as well. So then at least, rather than walking around, it just makes things a little bit quicker. So there's a lot of work to do. And while that's happening, we'll watch it happen. Okay, you join us back, and our biodome is being constructed. And we're nearly there. Here we go. We'll just create the connection, and then we have a new biodome which will increase our capacity to create or generate or grow new vegetables for our colonists and the large amount of visitors that we are expecting to this colony. Whilst we were waiting, whilst that was being constructed, we also did have, and in fact we'll just put the alarm on for the time being, just while the sandstorm is there. Whilst we were waiting, we had another colonist ship and 2 new guards have arrived. So what I have done is I've turned off the colonists now, so we don't need any new colonists for the time being. We may assess this at some point in the future. What is also becoming quite apparent is a new bioplastic processor may be necessary, as well as a new metal processor. Power is also becoming an issue, so it's something we need to look at. We're doing okay, I think, for the time being. Just saved ourselves. Just about, I'm hoping. Okay, we have no power. I knew this was going to happen. So we are probably going to need a new power collector as well. We're doing fine for water, and our water extractor is working fine. We do have some. There we go. So we are starting to develop that capacity again. But I do believe a new power collector is going to be necessary now that we've got a few new buildings. So we can turn off our yellow alarm, not that one. We do need to make sure we have enough power. So a new power collector. Make it a large one. I guess we'll have to put it there. And we'll assess and see whether the solar panels are generating enough power. I think they'll be fine, to be honest. I think we are generating enough power. But now that we're nearly there, we need to wait for that to be created, which it looks like Mr. Daniel is doing. We do need to look at some more metal and bioplastic processes as well. Fine for spares. Semiconductors looking good. So our biodome is now operational. We'll just wait for the O2 to increase. So what the aim is ultimately now is for this side to become our, I guess, the visitor side, and this side to be our staff side. So what I will do in a moment, we're looking good. 16%, is that? Okay, so we are probably going to need a new oxygen generator as well. So let's quickly create one of them. Make it a big one. Put that just there. So that doesn't actually need to be connected to anything anyway. Now, the most important thing that we need to be aware of is this. We need to start looking at building another airlock because the one on that side is a little bit far. So, thinking logically about this, I want something where the security control is possible. So we might need another control room. So we'll put the security there. Connect them up. We've got our new power collector, which will hopefully be enough. I may end up putting another solar panel out tomorrow. So with any luck, we'll soon have our new oxygen generator. We've got everything there. We just need someone to come out and fix it or do some work on it. Let's see what our trader has brought. A driller bot. We have some coins. Not really got anything to trade, really. So the oxygen generator is operational. It's a bit more oxygen. We are going to definitely need a new solar panel. So let's get that structure fixed as well. So we did let it go a little bit too far. We're going to have this issue now with power for the time being. Our grid is back up online. We can now start generating power. We are running quite low, I think, as well on metal. So we've got very little metal left. How's our mines doing? We've got a driller bot and 2 workers. They are working on it. Our second mine has got nobody in there. Although these workers are heading to that worker is, and so is that one. So the simulation has actually realised that we do need some more metal. So they're going out to get that. We do have 5 pieces of ore though. And it is being worked on. There's only so much that you can do, I guess. So we're still waiting for the solar panel and the rest of the things to be done. We've still got this to do, the anti-meteor laser. We've got everything apart from one semiconductor, which we are still waiting to be created. In fact, we just need some more bioplastic by the looks of it. And we've got a more done, which we can come back to at another point. We'll start working on the biodome probably in the next episode, as well as a control center. So what we've started to do now is build the foundations for our visitor side of our colony. We have the staff side in order now, and the rest of the side now is going to be the visitor side, which requires a new security control center, some more sources of food, so that's why we created a new biodome. The lab is still working hard. We've got 3 machines in there. We can always put the space for more, so that's not a problem. We have a huge storage facility, and we will eventually start, I think also on the next episode, we'll look to a new airlock as well. So I'm the Right Honourable Gentleman, and thank you very much for joining for this episode of Planetbase. And if you like what you see, or you've got any suggestions for any future content or things that we can add to the colony, then, or any advice or suggestions, please let us know in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you like the content that is being created. And on that note, I will see you in the next episode of Planetbase. Bye.